spaghetti. Want the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop up. You need a in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me. I live in you. Both of us.
Hey, everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
All right, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up fourth down.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bring up fourth down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3-and-out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into in the running game.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's
taken down. A Chiefs sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put them on the ground.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. They'll look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
He'll look to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. One receiver right is Watkins. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw here on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL, the high-powered offenses that you're facing, may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Set! Green!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Reggie Ragland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone That means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll drop the throw. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. It doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. They'll look to throw again. The quick slant caught. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And now here comes Kansas City. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now let's go. Please.
And the blitz does come. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Now let's go. Please.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Hey, hurry up, here we go.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Here we go now. Blue line it. Blue line it.
They'll set up to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And they'll run it here. And down inside the 15 he goes. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front. And it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Now back to throw. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back to throw. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll set up the throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys.
And he takes this one in for a Browns score. It's their quarterback with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set! Blue landed!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
All right, here we go. Blue landed! Blue landed!
And they'll go on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Set! 3-19!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll look to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. Back to throw. And it'll go right back to Landry. It's complete again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down. And he spikes it with just a shade under a half a minute left. 29 seconds on the clock. He's back to throw. A dump underneath to Jones. It's a gain of 7, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. And he did exactly what they needed him to do. Charles got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began, still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. And they're able to spike it with time remaining. And now in field goal range here with a chance to get this one to OT. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. 4 seconds to go. This would send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And that will tie us at 24 all. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now here comes Kansas City. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Joe Schobert leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big gain of 38 there on third down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's complete to Whitaker. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action?
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters is what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Kansas City, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race.